I started playing Draco Pals because I was watching a lot of YCS Vegas, and I just wanted to see if I can put a spin on it, my own take with different cards, just some mechanic that can be abused, like I like to do with decks. Um, so I just put in two cards, or just did it differently than people would do it, and it's probably not really like that competitive because I'm taking a high end tier deck and dumbing it down. So uh, here we got some replays, how everything is. I'm probably gonna see one of the cards in the replay. I play a triple of the master and triple of the overlord. Um, I'm gonna go into the main deck right now because you're probably gonna see it in the end, of course. But also you're going to probably see the card I'm gonna talk about in the replay also. So um, I was also messing around with just Performer Pals and without the Draco Slayers, with some Monarchs, which was great because I could pendulum summon out a lizard draw and like make a rank 3 like Alucard or something like that. So when I was using the wrong deck, I was just confused, like how doesn't this work? Here I was pretty lucky with Regeki, but yeah, here just you can see how dirty the deck is. So it's more just the decks that are meta, or just were meta, like shadows, or like whatever there was before the ban list, when they killed off so many. um, if the deck is consistent enough and good enough, you eliminate the notion of like you can get a bad hand. Like, it is still possible, but you minimize it, and it comes down to just pure luck and a dice roll. So when the finals, the final duel, the Jacob mirror match was going on in YCS Vegas, it was just down to a um, dice roll, because both decks are so fast, so aggressive, just perfect, one might say. But even though they're like hit with monkey board and skullcrowbat joker to one, they still like somehow get can just pump out all of these Draco extra deck monsters to just annihilate your opponent. So um, it's still better than the Necros lock with the Jin and all that bullshit, because it's just I rather see aggression than postponing your opponent, not letting him play, just like the Monarchs do it. But yeah, um, I played around with Kuraz a lot in that Dracopel deck that I made, um, and I'm like still on the verge of if I would like which deck I like more, the Dracopels or the pure Performa Pels with Monarchs, because I don't have any Monarchs in this version, and you can now see the card that I was talking about, which is Dark Factory of Mass Production, in which if I just get my Draco monsters, the Overlord and the Master, um, the 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 Drake Overlord and Master into my graveyard with like Painful Decision, which isn't that painful with this card. I can just get them back, and they're just fodder for like you know for anything. So I went that route because just um, I like cards that just abuse and all of that stuff. So one might think that I have no chance, and then I just draw this bug card and just get back like so much advantage, So you can see he quit out, um, and yeah, it doesn't. like bother me, that I started well, bother me just the notion of doing this, trying out this deck, because it just um, it's really just a bit overpowered, you know, like these decks that go against, like uh, it feels a bit unfair, you know, even though the last reply I used Scene Trains, but yeah, I don't know why this guy Valert uh, the Luster, but yeah, um, they have such a great synergy. The Draco Slayers, it's pretty amazing how they're just made for everything. But um, taking away the Luster to one, it does hit the deck, but um, it's just if they would somehow hit the other pendulums and just leave the Draco overlords and all of these guys alone, that would be really nice, because I see the deck is an interesting deck, because it works really well with just well, it works really well. They just have such a synergy with each other, because of course they're made that way, but by the artwork you can see, like the Ignister is like half Draco, half Ignite, um, and then like the fusion is like I have Dynamist and all of that stuff, and so you might think to play them or something like that, but yeah. Um, I changed up the deck a lot. I don't have the unexpected die anymore in the deck, or like I put in the magician. I don't know, the one that can pop himself to bring out another one, and so on. So uh, here's the last replay before I show you the deck. I really like guiding Ariande. It's a pretty nice card. Can get you um, your trap cards and everything. So it's always not great going first, but uh, it's just, yeah, it's just a dice roll, like in YCS Vegas, when they just go for a mirror match, you know, because the two decks don't have like a huge difference, maybe just like a couple of cards and everything. Plus, I don't run here Archfiend is eccentric. Uh, I like, I don't know how I missed out on it. It just didn't feel like playing it. Um, so yeah, here you can see, like, yeah, and I get back and got a full hand, and now I can go off. This is like the main thing that I wanted to establish with this deck. You know, just abusing it, and just getting them out, and doing everything like that. So um, I got a what's his name? The Mass Chameleon here, but don't run the uh, King of Error Imps to search them out. But yeah, it's just the deck is really powerful, and I can see how and why they got hit. So um, um, can't wait to see what the Earth Mage ritual monster is gonna bring. We also get preparation of rights, the spell card that brings the uh, like a lot of speed to the ritual decks, and yeah. Plus, I've uh, seen. I just looked through the Shining Victories list of cards that are in the pack, and I finally like seen the blue eyes, the new blue eyes that's like a normal monster in your hand or graveyard, but when you special summon it, it can banish a spell trap card your opponent controls, which is really great for my heretic deck. which will probably be replacing one normal blue eyes with that blue eyes, so that I can just um, have like a bit more guarantee if I go for an OTK or something like that. So if that blue eyes is in my hand or in my graveyard, a heretic monster can just special summon him, and I really don't care for his attack or defense, because he's just gonna be a material to rank 8. So um, the deck is as follows. Um, the name is misleading because I was trying something with um, uh, Trishula and Ouroboros, but yeah, Triple Master, Triple Vector. These guys are like real great. I really like. Um, really like. Don't know why I didn't put Rescue Rabbit in here, but I guess you can see how many cards I have swapped out down here through those few replays that I had. So got me Ariadne. I got like, we're gonna sort this so you can see 6 traps to get, well, no, 5 the counter ones, so um, then we got the ones of Monkey Board, Lost Pendulum, and the Skorkobat. Then we got the Chameleon. I added this just to get a bigger chance of getting the Ignister out. Insight, no, Wisdom Eye Magician. He's just another high scale. I really wish I could like use his effect of like popping and adding another, because it's really great. But I'm not sure. I'm probably gonna change this guy out, or just add a target for him into the deck. Triple Sorcerer. This guy's really broken. Triple Resist Draw and triple Guild Turtle. Just the drop power is insane with this thing. Painful Decision. I probably should bump up this to 3. I just really don't know. Raigeki, Dark Hole, Dark Factory. This is like my tech in, because I like to abuse the cards. Draco Face Off, just 2 is enough, I think. The Bottomless, the 7 Tools, Ultimate Providence, Solemn Strike, Black Horn of Heaven, and Solemn Warning. Probably gonna take out Black Horn for another notice, but yeah. And the extra deck is Triple Dinister, no, Double Dinister, Triple Ignister, Felgrand, number 20, no, 23, Rebellion 101, 82, Castell, Magister Paladin, Cowboy Rafflesia, and Zenmains. I took out the black ship because if I somehow get the monkey board and like whoever else, so that I can pendulum summon one lizard draw or something like that, it has happened with the other deck. But yeah, this is my spin on it. You can see that's not competitive at all, but I think no, in here this deck is what I've been playing with, which it doesn't have the Draco Slayers, just yeah, the Monarchs and everything. I don't even have Wavering Guys in that one because it escaped me. I really don't know. I should maybe probably play less traps, or just cut out Wisdom Eye Magician for Wavering Eyes or stuff like that. So yeah, this is my take on the best deck probably of this format before the ban list hits, and before we get the more Cosmo support that's gonna I don't know what against the current meta. But yeah, thanks so much for watching.